Create, where they say good food and people matter. Their strong work and training ethic has seen more than 300 people come through their programme in the last few years.
Create exists to provide employment and training opportunities for people who've been homeless and marginalised and vulnerable, and we do that through running a great business.
It's like a little family really once you get to see each other every day, and the team here are very helpful, so you won't be alone, they will help you, definitely.
I saw lots of people trying to do the same thing and having varying degrees of success, and I think that was because in the sector I'd worked in the voluntary sector, we had a brilliant way of doing things, but that was about supporting people with kindness and with understanding and compassion. And actually some of the skills that are needed to get people into work are the same, but they're also business skills. You've got to build a decent business that creates an atmosphere around people that models being employed. And from that place, people learn the habit of work. We often say that the habit and skills of work are caught and not taught. So you do that in a workplace and not in a classroom or a hostel or drop-in centre.
People get into the mould, the system and the way of doing things, and it was quite easy. Like today, these guys here have been here 6 weeks. I don't even have to think about what they're doing anymore because they know what they're doing. The other team that's coming here tomorrow, and they were here yesterday, that was their first day yesterday. So it was a bit more hands-on, as in watching what they were doing, training, showing them how to put a sandwich in a box, for instance. And bizarrely enough, that's one of the hardest things that people seem to think. Cutting a sandwich into 5 portions, all the same size. To some people, that is incredibly difficult.
Create is one academy that you can approach in confidence as well. It doesn't matter what your background is, the confidentiality is really good here, that they keep it all, personal and everything. Come and talk to them, and they will receive a free bus pass, they'll receive a meal. They will receive funding towards any courses they do, such as a food safety certificate, which is fantastic, and it's free, you don't have to pay for it. And everybody just seems to get on really well with each other.
I think there is a real secondary bonus to the Create way. Eating and sharing food is one of the most basic human experiences. Cooking food, learning to love it, learning to actually enjoy sitting down with people and eating what you've prepared is the thing that makes us human.
5 centres across the north of England are already up and running, and I'm sure it won't be long before they're a national concern.